Aloha and welcome to Lucy's Paradise Podcast. Today we have Brandon Boyhan Kanseha, aka BB.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you
BB.
so much. I appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about you and how we know each other.
So we're co-workers. We have different jobs that we're at. We work at the UFC gym in Mililani, and Luce is one of the membership specialists there, and I'm one of the personal trainers and MMA fight coaches there. So I coach different things. I specialize in judo, and I coach kickboxing. I can coach boxing, but just all around MMA is my shtick.
Yeah, the youth hit, which the kids
the youth hit
are
yeah.
obsessed with for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell me like where you grew up and a little bit about that.
Grew up on the island here in Oahu, Central Oahu, Whitmore, Wahiawa, same town. Mililani, I kind of bounced back between the both. I went to Helomano for elementary, and then I also went to Mililani Middle, so I bounced over there. And then I really wanted to graduate from Lelehua.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, can I go to Lelehua High School and see my old friends again?
Hell yeah.
And but I lived in Mililani at the time, so it was like different districts. But my way into Lelehua was at the time, it feels so long ago, Mililani didn't have an ROTC program.
Dude,
yet.
me too. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's so strange.
And
that's
Lelehua
literally why I was able to go with the district exception. What the hell?
Perfect. So
I did not know that about you.
We have so much in common. I love it.
I know. What the heck?
But yeah, that was my way into Lelehua. So I did ROTC for 3 years.
What year did you grad?
2014.
Damn. He's a baby.
No, yeah.
I'm not telling you the year I graduated. But we were OIA state champs that year.
For
football.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good times.
I don't really follow football, but I follow who wins.
You don't have a football team, even though we don't really have one.
Not really.
Okay, yeah, not your thing.
Yeah, I would go based off colors on whenever I play the video game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would choose green all the time. So
Green
Green Bay.
all the time. I love that. Oh my god.
I don't know. It's my favorite color. That's
so
why,
graduated from Lelehua, and then what got you into MMA?
Excuse me. Well, I always enjoyed martial arts, like kickboxing. I didn't like grow up scrapping in the streets or anything like that. But my first legit martial art that I would train in would be judo in high school, and Hawaii being the only U.S. state that has high school judo, which is pretty cool. So I did that my sophomore year, and then when it came to like boxing or kickboxing, I always had a good understanding of my body mechanics and how to move right.
Right.
Like I know what looked wrong, so I wouldn't imitate what looked dumb when it comes to punching or kicking. It's kind of like how I may not be a good singer. I don't know if you are, but like we know bad singing when we hear it. So same thing. So like I know what good fighting looked like, so I was pretty good at catching on fast. I just needed the right training.
Like more of the mimic, being able to mimic it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I strive off of visual learning for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anything physical.
So you started off judo, and then you just had your fight at Battle of the Barracks.
Yeah. Yeah. About 2 months ago. Yeah.
How did you get into doing that?
Well,
like how does one become now amateur where they can like do a debut fight like that?
Okay. So in Hawaii, it's pretty interesting. You can kind of be a person that trains on your own, like from your house, and it's like your own risk on if you want to go into a fight. It's to kind of go in unnamed and not belong to like a club or a fight gym, so to speak. But when I decided
That's
to really...
pretty rare though, right?
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Yeah,
really.
it's pretty rare.
Okay.
And they don't last long if you're on your own. You should find a group of people that are hammers too and then train to be one yourself. So when I decided to really take...
Training hammers.
Exactly. So like when I decided to take MMA more seriously, I found a gym at Hawaii Elite MMA in Waipahu. And I was lucky to join that gym like comfortably because my cousin Angie already started working there at the time as one of the coaches. And then I also knew MMA fighter prior named Russell Doan, amazing MMA fighter currently, fought in the UFC a bunch of times. And so I was comfortable going into a new gym, so to speak. I know some people it might be intimidating to go into a new gym, but I was lucky to know them. And I've been training there consistently for about 2.5 years, I would say.
Oh, wow.
And then it's usually the coach of the gym that kind of keeps an eye on you as you start to develop as a fighter. And then they'll kind of like yeah, he's ready for a fight, so,
Oh, wow.
so to speak. I
Right,
mean,
right.
I'm sure if you encourage it, like, hey, can I get another fight? Can I get a fight? Can I get a fight? Then they'll probably like be like annoyed, but they'll,
Like focus more on you
yeah,
maybe, or like
maybe,
tell you what you got to work on.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's like the longer, more consistent path that someone should take if you're trying to take MMA seriously. Like, find a
Yeah,
gym,
for sure.
be consistent. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. So tell me about your first fight then. Like, how was it going into it? Like, is that like nerve wracking? Like, do you
Yes.
think a lot about like your opponent, or do you
Yes.
just yeah,
Sorry, keep going. Yes.
yeah.
All of the above. Yeah. I was lucky to be on a fight card where we were aware, like, I would say like 3 months in advance.
Oh wow. Okay,
Some,
yeah,
some,
that's
some
a
events,
good time.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a lot of time.
Well, one of the guys from the last Battle of the Barracks, he took the fight like 5 days prior.
Yep,
I was
5
like,
days
what the
prior. I was
hell?
like,
And he
what?
won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he won. I was like,
that's
"Whew."
crazy.
That's a good one. That's how you. That's we should always be ready. Always training throughout the year. There's no
True,
time
yeah.
off
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
for fighters for sure.
True.
There's no off season. We're always on. Or you should be responsible and always be on, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, first fight was definitely an amazing experience. Yeah, nerve wracking for sure. And the group that ran Battle of the Barracks, the return of X1, a really large MMA promotion here in Hawaii. Like prior to COVID, they were running the show a lot. So this was like their first event back in a while, and making a collaboration with Schofield Barracks, which is super cool. And 3 months in advance to know who my opponent was. I was fighting someone out of another island, which is cool because you don't have a chance of accidentally running into them. Because sometimes on the island, you sometimes cross train into other gyms. Sometimes,
True.
especially if you're looking for someone in your weight class. Because especially for my weight class, there's not as much of my people, so to speak. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of tiny people as much.
What do you mean your people? No, no, no.
The small people.
Yeah, the small guys.
Yeah, the
Which
small
we'll get
guys.
into that too, but 3 months, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you think too long? I don't know if I'd want to know 3 months. Like, that's a long ass time,
No,
dude.
that's a good
To
point,
be having
actually.
dreams and like nightmares about winning and nightmares about getting beat up.
No, yeah. Surprisingly, I never really got that nervousness throughout my training because I was just so happy and hyped to finally have a fight, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess
yeah,
I was
that makes
riding
sense.
that high of having a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But like the day of, I was nervous as fudge. Definitely so nervous. Can we swear? No, I mean, I don't
Small
want to
kind,
swear.
yeah. Small kind.
Small kind. Nah, it's okay. I'll keep it clean. Yeah, I didn't get nervous until like actually,
The actual day.
the actual day.
So walk me through like what you're doing to prepare yourself mentally and all that. Like, do you have like your routine? Wait, because now it's the day of the fight, right?
Yeah, day of the fight.
So, like, you're preserving, your energy and all that. But like, what do you have like a routine that you kind of stuck to, or do you just like try not to think about it too much?
The routine that I created was I try to, just vibe to soothing music. Like
that's good.
throughout the day, like I would play like oldies, 50s and 60s music or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to kind of stay relaxed.
Make you feel good. Oh, stay relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good trick.
Or else I'll start overthinking, like how you would mention something that might happen
Yeah.
if you have 3 months to wait for a fight.
What happens to me like 24/7?
Every
Overthinking.
day. I'm just
Dude,
nervous.
if overthinking was Olympic sport, I'd have medals.
Oh, gold, yep.
baby.
two-time awarded. But and then the closer it got to the fight, I was just trying my best to stay calm the whole time, like
Drinking
just,
water all day. Like, whatever.
a little bit, yeah. Make sure I ate okay. Like
What
clean
do you
stuff.
eat on like fight day?
I have no idea.
no idea.
I know
Do
not.
you remember? You don't remember?
Well, I made sure not to eat anything like oily, like no oils. Maybe like
Too heavy, like something
too
too heavy.
heavy, like a sandwich or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like spread it out.
Yeah, spread it out a little bit. Yeah.
You're like, I ate 4 sandwiches.
Yeah. I'm not an expert on these things yet, but
Right. Okay.
as long as I kept my, I guess, my nerves down.
Yeah. More. Yeah. Try to stay as calm. Dang. I would say that's one of the things that's like the most that has like my utmost respect is people that like actually go in to like a MMA fight, because I just feel like being open to all the fight styles is like, it's just so dangerous, Like you could be like, and I guess knowing your opponent too. And so that's one thing with fighting somebody that's not on the island is like, unless they've competed before, or then you don't really know what their like strengths and weaknesses are. So you're really going in there like just figuring it out. Got to do your own game.
Yeah, exactly. And even with that, I would even say it's also like really fun to be creative, like having to deal with so many different styles,
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's
to
true.
expect. Like that's why I love MMA is because you can kind of play around with different things, like pick and choose moves that you like. I mean, sure, you have people that specialize in like mainly wrestling or people that specialize in mainly kickboxing, but MMA is so amazing that you can kind of work around that. You know what I mean? Like once I take you down, all your kickboxing for those 10 years you've been training in kickboxing and winning championships from that is gone.
It's irrelevant. Yeah,
Yeah, it's irrelevant
unless
once
you
I
have
take you
ground
down.
experience,
And,
right?
and then
right.
vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If you're amazing at jiu-jitsu but you can't take me down, yeah, I'm going to knock you out. So again, it's cool that you're able to kind of be maneuverable in your tactics. I
Yeah,
guess.
and because there's so many fight styles available in MMA, you could be more creative,
Yeah.
right? Which
Oh,
that
heck
makes
yeah.
sense.
You almost be wild if anything.
Yeah, just flying back fists or whatever.
I've been seeing some
Whatever.
crazy stuff, especially on like the amateur circuit. Oh my gosh, there's like
Yeah,
people throwing crazy moves.
it was amazing watching. Like, well, I didn't go to your fight. I should have. But it was the one after that, and I was like, oh dang man, I'm never gonna miss these again.
That was a good card.
It was
honestly.
so good.
Like his past two events, like all I would hear each fight is like, oh, wow, what? Like
Yeah.
that's a card you can be proud of.
Yeah, it's way better to watch amateur. Oh my gosh, man,
I
they
know,
have
they're just
so much to
they're
prove.
just so hungry, that's why.
Yeah, I think so. And then, so how did your fight go? You think
I think
for
it
you.
went well in
to
the
your
first
plan, like to
my
the first round?
round. To my plan,
Because you always kind of have somewhat, right?
yeah, you gotta have a plan. I wasn't exactly sure what his style was. I had the privilege of seeing him fight before. He had fought on a
Oh,
Destiny
interesting.
card.
Oh,
Yeah, Destiny, another great MMA promotion on the island,
okay.
where he had lost in split decision.
Oh, interesting.
So, and I knew he was we're fighting. My game plan from the start went through. Like I stuck with my game plan. Like I like landed all the moves I've been practicing
Oh,
in
nice.
practice. I was like, oh shoot, I'm landing these.
Oh, wow, that's
Oh, yeah.
good.
Like out
Because
of the
that gives
gate-
that's the experience right there.
Yeah.
You know, and like the practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you gain the confidence because it actually like worked against the person or
No,
whatever.
yeah. I was like, oh
Dang.
shoot, that worked. I was like, oh, that worked too. I was like, takedown. Oh, that worked also. Down. So it was so surreal. It was so strange. It was almost out of body, which it should be, because when you're fighting, you shouldn't want to think too much. If that makes
Right,
sense.
right. Yeah.
That's
It's
why we
more
train-
instinct.
Yeah, instinct. Exactly. Like you want to train. That's why we train repetition of the same move 1,000 times in practice, so that it just comes out instinctually.
Right.
Almost like your body wins the fight before your mind does. Like because if you're thinking too much in a fight, then he's already doing 2 moves ahead of you.
Yeah.
He already took you down. He's already in side control. He's already ground and pounding you. He's already going for a submission or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, first round was all me for sure. Definitely all me. And then second round, you could have tossed up. I think I was winning more of the second round too. And then third round, he did make adjustments. I didn't. I was kind of sticking to the same punches, the same combos that I was going for. But I saw the changes he made, and he was countering my hits, the strikes I was going for, and he made adjustments, and he went for the takedown more because he didn't the first 2 rounds. But the third round, he was being more offensive, and that adjustment, good on him. He made that adjustment, and I lost in the third round. I did get tired as heck though. Like I don't think I've ever been that tired, even in
Right.
practice for training.
I think it's the adrenaline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I was telling me the adrenaline dump. I was like, I don't.
It's
damn.
not fun. Like that is the worst part about fighting somebody is the adrenaline.
Oh man.
Because it does make you like want to think or whatever, and then like for me when I fought one girl, and I got pissed. I was like,
really?
yo, I'm about to punch her, but I was doing jujitsu, so
But
I
still.
can't punch. So yeah.
Like,
But imagine that. Imagine being in that where you're getting mad, and I'm like, no, I literally can't strike this person.
yeah.
Like, but for me, I think it's good. I need the limiting.
No, yeah. Or else.
Because then I gotta use the techniques,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
jujitsu. I
And
can't
the discipline of your mind. You got to be able to control your
emotions.
your
Yeah.
anger, your chaos. Yeah, controlled chaos is the goal.
Right,
definitely.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good then though for a first fight. You went in there, stuck to your game plan, got some practice in on
Yeah,
like stuff you've been working on,
Yep.
and then you're like, dang, I got gassed.
I got so gassed. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired just thinking about it. I do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Some people might be ashamed to say it, but I feel like it's important to say. So so you're tired throughout the second half of the fight, third round. He had taken me down, and I was on the bottom. My corner was telling me to get up and explode up and stuff like that. But there was a moment in my mind where he's just on top of me, and I had a moment to like think when he's not punching me, and I don't know. I had this thought to myself, just it's not a good thing. I'm gonna work on it, but I did mentally give up, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like in my mind, I was like, fudge it,
I think he's beating me, and then
just
you're
give
like, have the
up.
realization.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done. I
Oh,
don't know.
wow.
Like in a split moment, I was thinking that, and I mean, I wish I hadn't. Obviously, no one ever wants that. Everyone wants to encourage you to stay motivated and fight through. But I don't know. In that moment, I was just, I was mentally drained for sure, and I was just thinking that in my mind, and I felt shame for a second, but I was like, it's my first fight, whatever. Like I was
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
afterwards when everyone was like giving me props and everything, and I did make it a nice wow in the first round. So again, just
Yeah,
still
yeah,
stuff to
yeah,
be
for
proud of.
sure.
But
Yeah, for
in
sure.
a moment, I was like, yeah, I'm a little bit down about that one moment, but it's whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens.
Well, at least you know though, right? You have like the gauge now for like fighting.
Yeah.
Because then what's gonna happen in the future is you'll probably get to a point where you find that you're more dominating, and then it's the opposite. You
Yeah.
know, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I got this. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So it just
Yeah.
kind of takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your next one for sure.
Yeah,
You
next one
got-
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ain't gonna have that feeling again.
Yeah, dude, you should let me be in your corner, dude. I would freaking motivate the shit out of you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
maybe. I'd be like, you're not gassed. It's
No,
in your
yeah.
mind.
And it's funny. So like since the, because I was Battle of the Barracks 1, and they recently had the second one, and they also
Yeah.
had a Destiny card, and then now they're about to have their third one.
I'm so excited.
So like people were encouraging me to go for, yeah, go on the second Battle of the Barracks. Maybe put your name in for Destiny, or put your name in for this third one. But I don't know. I feel like I
Too
needed,
soon, I think. Too soon, yeah.
because they were like month after each other. So it's like, oh no, yeah,
That's
that is kind of too
fast.
soon.
Yeah, I think that's fast.
Like I want to make adjustments to my training first. I'm a little, yeah, like I
Be
wanted to,
patient.
yeah, be patient.
I
like,
think it's better to do it that way.
right,
Because if you
exactly.
rush too many times, then it can not be good.
Yeah, that happened to my opponent that I lost to. I mean, it's fine. He was on a winning streak, so it's like, yeah, why not? Like go into the next MMA fight. Why not? It's just amateur, so it's good to just get the work in, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to have a losing streak. So like, I feel like my opponent, he had rushed, perhaps not to call you out, but I feel like he may have rushed into that fight. Because after he beat me at Battle of the Barracks, Destiny was like maybe 2 weeks after, 3. I forget.
Oh,
It was
dang,
like super
that's
soon.
like no time. Wow.
And the person he was fighting was a great fighter too. And yeah, I feel like he just rushed, because then you want to study your opponent and then have time to train against that opponent. And his opponent that he was going against is a great wrestler.
Oh,
And then I was like, okay, let's see how this fight plays out. And the guy that beat me, he was trying to engage in grappling with him. I was like, why would you try and engage in grappling with the wrestler?
Right,
Or
no.
shoot on a wrestler? No. So all his
Yeah.
grappling attempts were stuffed. And
Right.
I mean, he did like one takedown like in the third round, I think, which was cool. But it didn't, you're not going to hold down a wrestler if you haven't been a wrestler yourself for a good while.
Yeah.
Because they're the masters of taking you down and getting back up. So I was like, no, you should have studied to like keep it standing.
Right.
And yeah, like work with a game plan. Like I mean, I guess if you're okay with it, rush into the next fight, but study your opponent. Yeah, I wouldn't try to shoot on any wrestler for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe like
And then you know what to expect, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
a wrestler, so you know they're gonna try and take you.
You know
to the
they're gonna
ground.
try and shoot for you. Yeah, definitely.
And then if that's not your strength, then yeah, you gotta overcome
Yeah,
it.
practice your uppercuts and your knees, feint it, make them scared for it. And then there was another fighter on Destiny card that lost, and he fought on the Battle of the Barracks 2 card 2 weeks after, maybe 1 week after, and lost again. So now he has 2 losses back to back. When I don't know, I feel like I would need the time to really train some more, get my cardio up a little bit, especially
But
after
I
that
think,
third round.
but one positive thing about doing 2 fights like that back to back is like now you have collection of more notes.
True.
You know what I mean?
Very
Because
true.
the one fight, I mean, they're just so different. Every fight is like so different. You know, so the one fight, maybe there's something, and then maybe something else revealed, right, in the second fight.
And then you
you're
have
like,
more time to
"Oh,
really hone in on those like learned experiences.
yeah, maybe. I mean, that's one positive, but I think it just takes a shot to your ego when you lose.
Oh
you know?
yeah, it freaking sucks.
I have a losing streak right now, so
Oh really? Oh man,
in jiu-jitsu,
no
but
one
it's
likes
okay.
that.
No, it's okay though, because I wanted to get out into like the competitive world, because when you do jujitsu with the same girls, right? Like
Yeah.
2-3 times a week, like you just start memorizing like what they know.
Yeah,
And like I
exactly.
know what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
Or it's just there's no surprise.
So when
You
it
know
comes to
what I mean?
competition,
It helps that way, because now I'm up against people. I don't even know these people. Some of them, like you said, don't even live on the island, aren't even from this island.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm fighting people I would never fight otherwise. That's what I like about it. And it exposes me to different styles, you
Yeah.
know? It exposes me to 14-year-olds that'll whoop my ass.
man, yeah, those
It's okay,
14,
though.
13-year-olds, man,
they
they're, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're,
that's
they're,
a, it's
they're
a,
making
it's
them
a,
different now.
It's an ego bruiser a little bit, you know. But
Yeah, a
that's what
little
I
bit.
like about the sport is it's just like it forces you to be humble. Like
Yeah.
if you are not at a technical, like if you're not at a 5 technical, you cannot fight anybody that's above that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that. I like to be like thrown in the fire, you know.
Oh yeah.
And be like, yo, this is what you don't know.
Yeah, you've been training for 1 month. Oh, competition coming up. Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
always gonna be someone better than you.
always,
You know?
yeah.
So, but when is your next fight? Do you know? Or any plans? Or no plans?
No plans yet. At the time
Okay.
I'm making this episode, we're in August, but any fight promotion after August, I'll check in with my coach and I'll put my name in for it for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Okay, I'm excited for
again,
that.
I needed like the 2, maybe 3 months to just get my training up some more.
Get your mind right.
Increase my attributes.
Yeah.
Increase my cardio and my The grappling cardio is the big thing too. Grappling cardio is different. Oh my gosh, that's what killed me.
Yeah.
in the
Because you
fight.
can strike, but then as
You
soon
strike
as
all
they,
day, flow.
and depending on how they take you down, like if they take you down in such a way, you're like, oh,
Ooh,
like sometimes
got
they
the
knock
wind
the
knocked out of
wind
me a
out of
little
you. Yeah.
Oh, the last battle of the bags was some good takedowns then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually cornering. I was cornering the first fight at Battle of the Barracks 2. And the guy I was cornering got like big takedowns. He's a strong guy. Unfortunately, he lost from decision. But
I think he did good. He was patient,
yeah.
you know, and he didn't, which I thought was good in the long game, because he's
true.
not gassing himself out.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
being strategic and then kind of like learning what their habits are. I mean, some people have habits, so
Yeah.
some are just all
There's
over
different
the
ways to
place.
approach it, yo.
Yeah.
That's why it's so fun.
How do you approach gaining weight for fights when most fighters are cutting?
No,
You
yeah.
wanna talk about that?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. So, many fighters in the world have an issue with cutting weight to make their weight class. You know, to fight and feel heavier and stronger in the weight class below them. Unfortunately, it may be rare, but like fighters like me, we have an issue gaining weight for fights. The lowest weight class for majority big promotions like UFC, One Championships, PFL, I believe is the 125 weight class.
Oh, okay.
I think One Championship may have like a 115 weight class for kickboxing, but I don't want to get that light. But yeah, 125 is the weight class that I would fight at. But when I first started my MMA journey, I was in my 20s. Even though I don't, yeah, I was in my 20s, still weighing at like 117 pounds, and you don't want to be that light going into any MMA fight at a 125 weight class, because there are guys walking around at 135, 140, and they cut down to that weight.
Right.
So there are big boys coming in. So yeah, gaining weight was I would say my first fight, so to speak. Especially with my fight coach and my teammates. They were like, "Huh, hey baby, how much do you weigh?" I was like, 118. They were like, "What? Boy, you better gain some weight.
You
Like
gotta
at
eat
least
rice 14 times a day.
at least to 130 or something, just to kind of live in that weight, to kind of really get the benefit of the cut, if that makes sense."
Yeah, I think too a big thing too is if you're not used to that weight, you're not used to training at that weight.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it could slow you down too, perhaps, you know, depending.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so when it comes to judo, jiu-jitsu, or MMA that I
interesting.
train in, I'm usually the lightest guy in the room. Typically. Yeah. I'm like average height, but I'm always the lightest guy for sure.
interesting.
But I've been very proud of myself because I have been gaining weight. So it's pretty
Good,
cool.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Been eating a lot.
I love the
protein
permission to
shakes,
eat. Yeah.
Lifting a lot more too.
Good.
I haven't been
You always
lifting.
look very fit,
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like
yes.
proportionate and stuff. So that's good.
Yeah, that's
Like
why.
athletic,
Yeah, that's why I'm glad we went. Decided to go sleeveless today. I just did biceps yesterday.
Any shirt can be sleeveless.
How far does the camera go down? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
We have a wide angle shot.
Oh, perfect. This is my bigger arm.
We're just gonna like this is my bigger arm. That's why I put you on that side.
Nice. Oh,
How do you
perfect. See?
handle being underestimated because of your youthful appearance? You kind of mentioned that.
No, yeah. So I don't know. It's funny because
And you're so positive, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
nice guy thing.
yeah. I'm the nicest fighter you'll meet. I think maybe too nice, which is sometimes maybe a problem, I guess. But I don't know. It's just how
Well, I mean, what
grew up.
do you mean too nice? Like you hit the guy and you're, oh no, let me get you out. Like you're not
Oh,
that nice,
Wait, okay.
right? You turn on the fight, you know?
Wait, so in my fight, I may have been too nice, or I may have been too like accustomed to how I spar, if that makes sense. Because there was a moment where he's on his knees, and I could have punched him in his face as he's getting up, but I let him get up. Maybe I was tired. Who
Oh.
knows? But I should have went for my killing instinct. Like, oh, he's right there. Boom. Like even though he's on his knees.
Interesting.
Small stuff like that. But
Okay.
what were you saying though? Before
Your youthful appearance,
Oh no, yeah. So many people
like how you get judged, maybe. Like,
Yeah,
or
so
being nice.
I'm definitely older than I look. Not by a lot, but many people get surprised when they know
Filipino,
how.
that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll never age.
And
You guys want to know our secret? No.
yeah, it's water, and I'm just kidding.
It's water.
No, but like, yeah,
It's halo halo.
I fool everybody when they try to guess my age. Maybe because I shave a lot, so I'm like, and I drink a lot of water, and I don't go to the beach a lot. I know the sun kind of ages you if you go to the beach a lot. That's what I read somewhere. So I don't go to the beach a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the other day at the gym, there's an uncle who trains his son or has his son train there, and he's like, "Hey, how old are you?" I was like, "How do you think I am?" "Oh, like 19, 20." I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet, thank you."
You're like, yup, bye bye, and walk away.
But with your question of when I graduated, 2014, y'all can probably guess I'm a 96 baby, so I'm currently 28. I don't know how young this camera's making me. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know if
like
it can-
26 on camera, probably.
Probably nice. But then I don't know. At first I was kind of bothered by it, but now I'm like. But then someone the other day, last week actually, he told me like, oh no, that same guy that said, "Oh, you're 28" at the gym. He's like, "Oh, be proud of that, yeah," because like people pay a lot of money to look younger. I was like, oh, that's a good point. Like people pay a lot of money to like, try and look younger.
And it does not go well for some of them.
I mean, so to speak,
You
it's for
know?
women. I would probably say
Both.
both.
Yeah. You see that guy that had like how many surgeries to look like Ken or something?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
I totally forgot about that. Oh, it's kind of scary on that.
I mean,
one.
we're not judging, but
no
but
judgment
You're
here.
probably beautiful as you are,
No, yeah. So it's
know?
like, and then
but
like,
not as beautiful as us because we're Filipino.
no, yeah. So sometimes I may not feel like people take me as seriously when they look like, oh, like I work as a personal trainer, so it's like I don't know.
But you
don't-
look, oh, okay.
like,
Like,
oh,
what does he
who's
know?
this? Yeah, who's this kid? I'm like, oh, I'm 28.
Excuse me, I have a 0-1 record right now for MMA.
Yeah. So
How many
respect.
MMA fights have you done?
I wouldn't say that. That's so
No,
rude.
I'm kidding.
Again, I'm very nice.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, sometimes
that's the
I
difference between me and you. I would totally say that.
I would totally utilize that. No, but like, yeah.
Because I mean,
whenever
that's a
meet
no.
people-
Not everybody would even step into MMA. If somebody called me out right now, nope, I would never fight anybody like that. I'm talking
Like
like
in the street kind.
no, in the street I would. That's different. I'm from Waiho. I gotta say yes to a street fight.
Yes, sir.
But no one's dumb enough to want to fight me. But I'm
yeah.
talking about like
What is
in an actual promotional MMA fight.
Oh,
Like that's crazy. Where like your face is on the card, and then you train up, and then you have an appointment. You don't know. Like I'm not doing that. And
Oh,
then
that
there's all
sounds
these
so
people
fun.
that buy tickets to watch you get. No, bro.
so fun.
Yeah,
So
that's
fun.
crazy. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's see. What strategies do you use to avoid verbal confrontations while still engaging in physical combat sports?
No, yeah. So like with that, I don't like verbal confrontations, like verbal drama with people, or like dealing with like a Karen, or oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on trap. You know what I mean? Like I would rather be in a Shark Tank situation with my teammates and they're all taking turns rounds with me, and I'd rather get physically beat up in a fight or sparring than being a verbal confrontation. Like I feel more comfortable in a fight than a verbal confrontation. I just get uncomfortable. Like don't get me wrong, I can handle it. Like I've been in because I coach high school sports, so I deal with parents sometimes.
Karen.
So it's like I have to just listen and I try to keep things respectful as possible because there's no point in fueling the fire. Even if
Yeah,
I'm in
true.
the street hanging out with my homies like at the club or something, and some homies are trying to like get at one of my homies or me, I'm like, oh, so sorry guys, we didn't mean to offend any of you guys. We head this way, y'all have a good night, God bless. You gotta hit him with God bless every
You
time.
gotta hit him with a God bless. No one
If-
wants to fight you
if
automatically
you say God bless, yeah.
bless.
Once you hit that,
They're like, oh, yeah.
throw the shaka, throw a little peace.
Yeah, namaste. Like,
Calms everything down. So whenever it comes to confrontation, I try not to get into it.
have you been called out, like out with friends, like just randomly, like obviously
Maybe like once or
people
twice.
probably don't recognize you or whatever.
Yeah, like once or twice, and then if I do go out clubbing, I'm usually I'm usually the guardian of the group, like the guardian angel of the group. Whether
Well,
it's
you better be, bro. You do MMA, bro.
no, like so you guys you drink and have fun. I'll maybe have one or two drinks,
yeah.
and then just like making sure no one messes with my friends and stuff like that.
Good.
Yeah.
But you're not. You got. Yeah. If somebody calls you out, you're trying to. See,
Yeah.
I can talk myself out of a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
same. Yeah. And plus,
yourself out of it.
as fighters, as jiu-jitsu practitioners, like we train so that we don't have to fight. You know what I mean? It's like
True.
like we may be very dangerous, but we don't lead with that. Like so,
Yeah.
I heard this quote from or this phrase from another martial artist, but I agree with it. He said something like, "Any person that utilizes the fact that they know how to fight and use that to like try and I guess bring somebody down or I guess threaten them or bully
intimidate.
them or intimidate them." That's the perfect word. I was looking for that. I was searching. I was like, what is it? Anyone that uses that fact that they can fight and to intimidate someone is a douchebag. Like is a butthead for sure. Like
Yeah.
like you know you fight and like but
I mean,
you
it
should
just
have
that's not the end all be all though, right? Because fighting is only one portion of it, right?
Yeah.
Because it is different weight classes, different heights, different expertise.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
get into a
exactly.
fight with somebody, but if they're a freaking black belt in jiu-jitsu, don't let that get to the ground. You know,
Exactly.
you better knock them out before he gets to the ground, because then you're
Yeah.
gonna lose,
Yeah.
and you gotta go sleep.
Yeah, we don't want that. And remember, kids, the first tactic in self-defense is running, for sure. So get your cardio on. I think that was the first or third rule of Zombieland is cardio. So yeah,
Run.
don't sleep on cardio
Yeah, don't.
because you don't know if anyone's packing.
Protect yourself. Run.
And then did they just come out with like you're allowed to open carry weapons now, like melee weapons? I saw something on a video like this guy had
not
like
sure.
an axe in Waikiki, and he was like, "Hey guys, they just passed a law that you're allowed to open carry melee weapons like knives. You just can't conceal it. Like
Okay.
you have to have it showing. I think.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's true. I haven't looked it up, but that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Try to look it up.
I love
it'll
Waikiki
be interesting.
allowing that. Like, okay.
Or just in Hawaii, I think. Yeah, there was like a whole
We
thing.
should just take our
on
swords
Instagram.
out and just walk around.
Yeah, just walk around with their swords. Yeah, it's fine. Or spears. Shark teeth spears.
Yeah. How was your experience as a high school judo coach? And how do you think it influenced your approach to training?
Oh,
Is there more pressure on you?
there is a little more pressure. Well, not pressure, but being a high school coach and currently I'm the head high school coach for the Lelahua judo team, Go Mules.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot of time for sure. You know what I mean? Like it does take a lot of time, and as a fighter, you want to make time for yourself. You want to be a full-time training. That's why you see videos of like UFC fighters, like they make it to UFC and they make enough money where they're able to quit their job, so to speak, where they could be what you refer to as a full-time fighter. Like you're focusing on mainly training. You want to train like 2 or 3 days. I think 3 days is the standard to like if you want to be like high level.
Like 3 days a week?
3 days, 3 training sessions a day.
A day. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like maybe like a lift in the morning.
So how
drilling
many
in the midday.
a week?
A week or day?
No, a week. So if you're doing 3 a day.
Oh, 3 a day, and then 6 times a week. Maybe making sure you have that 7th day as like a
Like a rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
a rest recovery. I mean, that's what ideally that I would strive for. But if there's like a fight expert that says, oh, you should do 2 days rest, like, oh yeah, and there's benefits to it, then why not? But again, with the fight game, there's always different ways to go about it,
Well, depending on goals too. Like some
depending on
people might
goals.
need to build muscle and
Yeah.
whatever else, right?
Yeah, like me. Yeah, so you have to take a little bit more time too, because people train in strength and conditioning athletically, but I don't lift for that. I lift for muscle building, which is different. So you're working different types of muscles, I guess.
Yeah.
So when you're building muscle, like just lifting to build muscle, it doesn't necessarily translate as well into like the explosiveness of
Right.
what your sport is.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But for me, I just have to do it because I just have to gain more mass for just my weight class because I'm so light. So that's the type of lifting and training that I have to do for sure, at least. But yeah, 3 times a day, 6 days a week, ideally. Yeah.
So, but you enjoy being a coach. How long have you done that for?
So I started judo in sophomore year, and then I graduated, and then I've been helping out with the program, like trying my best to help out every season
Oh wow.
since then. And then just recently, the past 3 seasons, I've been the head coach because
Amazing.
our recent head coach who had to move on, yeah, he had to step down. So I was there to step up, and I love the program. I've been with it for so many years. But then again, with how much time it takes, it does cut into my training too.
Mm.
But it's fine because I'm the kind of coach that's still young, so I can kind of move with them and still kind of spar with them because I still want to work on my judo too.
Oh, that's good because then you can kind of do like two birds with one stone a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
train a little bit, but
Yeah,
also
train a
teach
little
them a
bit.
concept or something.
Yeah, teaching them. And I love judo. Judo is so fun. It's so fun because, so for those of you that don't know, judo is the martial art, Japanese-based martial art where you learn how to throw or trip people, particularly using their momentum against them. The idea that softness can overcome hardness. But I love the sport because it's so funny and easy to trip somebody if they don't train in any grappling sport where they don't
Right.
have balance. It's so funny.
Yeah. Or if they have horrible balance, right?
Or if they have horrible
Because-
balance in general, it's kind of hilarious how easily people fall and trip.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's why I love using it in MMA because I landed like I landed 6 out of 7 trips. No, like 5 out of 6 attempts that I did in the fight.
Yeah.
I landed them.
Wow.
Yeah, I landed 3 throws and 2 trips. I was like, because if you're not actively training against that martial art, then you're not gonna be able to defend it as
Right.
well.
Right. It's gonna be a surprise every time, or it should be.
It
Right?
should be a
Yeah.
surprise every time. That's why I love judo. Like, I feel like judo is the taekwondo of grappling.
Mm.
Like taekwondo is flashy and like amazing, like whoa, and people also what's the word when you don't think it's good or like you
Underestimate.
you underestimate it. People be underestimating taekwondo
Human
people.
dictionary.
And sometimes I feel like people underestimate judokas in MMA
I see.
sometimes. But that's the kind of fighter I want to be too. Like, I think just last month I had this,
Underestimated.
well, I had this epiphany of the type of fighter I want to be. And I want to be, obviously, I want to be a winning fighter, but I want to, over above everything, be an entertaining fighter. So that's why I love judo because judo has flashy throws, awesome,
Where they're gonna
cool
come
trips.
watch your fight and see like a cool trip.
They're
or
gonna see a
something
cool
like that.
trip, a cool throw.
Nice.
I've been kind of throwing some flashy kicks. I'm no taekwondo or karate artist by any means, but I like to. I think Bruce Lee said it, like you gotta just pick and choose from different arts and kind of like make your own. So that's why I love MMA. You can kind of create your own fighter.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I try to do flashy kicks in my fights for sure, and I did.
Yeah,
Out
good
of the gate,
job.
first round, I look like a taekwondo guy, but I'm not.
But I'm not. Psych. Do you feel any pressure to live up to your last name? You said that translates to good advice.
Oh yeah, my last name is Buen Consejo, and it translates to Buen being good, and then Consejo counsel or advice. So good advice is my last name, and it's a pretty badass last name to have, honestly. Like
Yeah,
some people have like the same last names as everybody else, Ramirez, Lee. Not to be dog on anybody, but I do have a
All the
more
Ramirez's
original-
and Lees are gonna comment.
Sorry.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that name?
Sorry, Jacksons, Johnsons, Williams. But yeah, I try to live up to the last name, like give good advice. Just don't ask me about advice on like taxes or anything like that. No, I don't know that. But like maybe like dating stuff or something like that, or relationship advice maybe. I
What
don't know.
relationship advice would you give the world?
So the one that I always
Or
have in my
fighters?
um
Yeah, the one you have in your back pocket.
the one advice I always have in my back pocket, I got this from a movie, a Christian movie.
Okay.
So the quote goes like you know that line, follow your heart.
Yeah.
Sounds good, right? Follow your heart and whatever, but more accurately, you shouldn't follow your heart because your heart can be deceived. But you
True.
want to lead your heart and lead your heart to who you want it to aim to and who you want to
Oh,
and who you want your love to focus on. So
Interesting.
don't necessarily follow your heart. That's irresponsible. Lead your heart. Be responsible for who you love and how you love. Yeah.
That's good. That's freaking good dating
Right?
advice.
That's what I'm saying,
That is
right?
good advice.
I don't know. I got more advice too. Just let me know if you have any questions about life.
Yeah. I like this topic.
Right.
How is like dating in the fight world?
Oh, dating in the fight world. I mean,
Would you date another fighter?
would I date another fighter? I don't know, man. If they train in the same gym as me, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Or I wouldn't go looking for it. But if for some reason they were attacking me with love and were asking me out, then yeah, sure.
Attacking you with
Because
love.
like honestly, I do see myself as such a monogamous person. That's the word, right? Where
Yeah.
you only date one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never had the. Well, maybe if I was famous and women were attacking me, maybe, but I don't know. I always saw myself as a person that would, like marry and everything, and stick with one person.
Yeah.
But when it comes to dating a teammate, no, a fighter, yes. If they were like maybe
So you have
from
something in common.
something in common, yeah.
And then
yeah,
if you judo trip her on the first date, you can be like, "Ah, you fell for me.
yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Swept you off your feet.
Got him."
Works every time.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I mean, because I'm
That's
single
probably why
now.
I'm single because I do shit like that.
No, my gosh,
I would totally
every
do that.
time. Nah, but it's all fun. It's all fun. Cause physical touch is my love language. So obviously fighting is fun. But dating, yeah. So dating a teammate, probably not. But dating someone that does
Well,
do
that would be
martial arts, then yeah.
destructive. Yeah. I mean, you have something in common you could talk about.
Yeah, because you don't wanna. Cause then what? If you guys break up, then there's drama. Then like, what if it was
You
a
just
bad
fight it
breakup?
out. No, I'm just
Fight it out. 2 rounds.
Whoever
Whoever
wins,
wins leaves the
in
gym.
in the octagon leaves.
Oh my gosh.
That's fair.
Maybe.
When I was on I was on the special reaction team for on Schofield,
Nice.
and every time we would have drama between people, we would just do combatives, and then
Nice.
whoever that's how we won the argument.
Just squash the beef.
It was so like
to
alpha
training.
male strategy, but I liked it because it was
Wait,
like
it was what?
alpha male
Oh.
strategy, like mentality, like.
Yeah.
That's the person who won the argument. But then it was just like whatever. And I liked it that way because then you kind of like felt like you got the energy out or the upset, aggression, whatever. And then honestly, when you thought about it, we always thought about dumb stuff in here.
Yeah.
You know? And it's
yeah.
really like, it's dumb. And then you felt like you kind of solved it in a way.
Yeah.
And it's better than arguing.
And that's another reason why I would want to date someone that does martial arts or training because they understand the life. Because like I've made like a decision to devote the rest of my life to fighting and go as far as I can.
Wow.
Like some people they just get into it and like, oh yeah, maybe like lose some weight, just stay fit and in shape.
Right.
But I really want to go as far as I can. And with the time that it takes, like the time in your day, you may not be able to like spend as much time with your significant other. So if it's a person that if it's a girl that also trains and fights, then she understands. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, she's probably in the gym too.
yeah,
So,
hopefully, yeah, she's in the gym too.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. But
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I'm always I don't know. I have a very some people tell me that I have like a flirty personality kind of.
Really?
I try not to though, but I don't know. I'm just always having fun, so to speak. Like just making jokes and stuff like that. I'm pretty good at not making inappropriate jokes as much. Because being a high school coach, you gotta be
Oh, yeah. You gotta
like,
be the role model.
gotta be the role model. I
You
don't
gotta have that line,
Yeah.
that boundary. Yeah.
that's why I asked if we can swear on here because I don't really swear as much, especially around my players because they're not supposed to swear. Because if you get caught swearing on the mat in a judo match, yeah, you're disqualified.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
the
would so not do good at judo.
no, yeah, the fury and respect of the Japanese culture is definitely embedded in judo everywhere. So
Oh.
even if they think you swore, they'd be like, "What'd you say?" Hansoku make, like, yeah,
Oh,
I don't know, or
dang.
disqualified.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so as long as you're on the mat in my practice, you're not allowed to swear.
Yeah.
As soon as we bow out and you walk away, yeah, it's fine. You can do whatever. It's your life. But if you're gonna be on this team, yeah, no swearing. So I have this natural thing to not swear as much. And
That's
plus,
good.
swearing, at least swearing out of anger at someone is it's so unattractive. It's so childish. Like I swear
Yeah,
for
yeah.
fun with my friends sometimes, but I'm not gonna swear at someone like if I'm like feel like I'm because it sounds like you're losing an argument, so to speak, too. Like, oh, you have to resort to swearing and stuff like that. No, like,
Yeah.
or like it just sounds
It's not nice,
childish.
and you're nice.
If you're swearing out of anger, I mean. But if we're just
Yeah.
if we're shooting the shit and just chilling, then yeah. What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. It's fun swearing, but
It's fun
again, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that,
Yeah.
but I'm having fun.
No, that's a good opinion.
No,
That's
yeah.
a good opinion to have. Plus, I feel like it just, well, my mom always said it kind of makes you seem more unintelligent
Yeah,
if
grow
you're
up.
gonna swear all the time.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, she's like, you don't have any other word to describe, and I was like, okay, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, that is.
I
good
swear
point.
a lot, but I was raised a little bit by the army, so
Yeah, so we also know big words.
yeah,
Yeah, we can be just as intellectual as we're swearing. So
that's for sure.
yeah.
Okay, one last question before we end.
Got it.
Let me see. How do you balance your enjoyment of fighting with the potential risks? Because there's a lot of risks.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of risks.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a risk. It's like kind of like when you take the risk to like be a motorcycle rider, skydiver, instructor. It's many people like the adrenaline of it, I guess. Not
Right.
really me. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I want to go into fighting and be an MMA fighter, to encourage other people and like be a role model." For me, I want the glory. I definitely want the glory of it all. And I mean, money is great too, but it's mostly just for the. Again, I
To have
want
like a
to
10-1 record one day or something.
Oh,
you
that
know?
would be
That'd
dope.
be sick.
like just to say that I
You know?
did it, and like plus I want to live a life of constantly like being in shape and being fit and healthy. I guess. I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, I am getting punched and kicked in the face and the body and choked out and armbarred, and sometimes my arm hurts a little bit after the fact. But it's healthier than people that are doing nothing. Like I can
Yeah.
defend myself. I have abs. That always feels nice. Like I lost my fight, and sometimes I feel sad.
She
if
broke up with me and I'm sad, but I have abs.
I have abs, so I just touch my abs to make me feel better at night. So
yeah.
if you're gonna get abs, that's one reason to get abs. Yeah, sure, for health and everything, to look good, but it does make you feel better at night. Like I'm sad. Oh, not as much. I'm good now. Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh,
Just the risks. Like,
yeah, the
you know?
risk. I
What
guess
are we
the
talking
way
about?
I guess the way I kind of compartmentalize.
Or you don't think
it.
about the risks.
Oh, I do for sure.
Oh, okay.
I just keep it fun and I keep it light and I don't worry about it as much. Kind of like the effect of what was it? Oh, what's that one? It's like you think it and it happens. Like it'll happen if you keep thinking it. Manifest. Yeah. Or
Oh.
there was like a book or movie that came out. Or The Secret. Yes, thank you. Yeah, The Secret. Like the whole
Yeah.
thing about if you keep thinking about it, then it's gonna manifest, whether it's a negative thing or a
Yeah.
positive thing. So
So
I
you
try
want
not
to think
to
about you want to think about the positive
Yeah,
outcome that you want
exactly.
to happen, and
Yeah.
that will attract to you.
positive,
rather than
positive.
thinking. And that's actually a good topic to end with. Is I think the way that you kind of your self talk. Your self talk is important. If you have really negative
Totally.
self talk, I mean, and you can notice it in people if they're a little more extroverted, they could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know of people that like they say really negative things to themselves and they don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I've
like,
cut
you
a
don't
lot
realize
of
it.
that. Well, I'm not gonna say I like really did that, but I notice it, and I will even like let them know, like not to like push my life onto them, but I try to remind them like,
Yeah,
hey,
just to help
what you're saying is like you're saying that to yourself. And so what I did for a long time when I lived on island before I moved away, I used to write positive things on little post-it notes and put it on my mirror
Nice.
about myself or about what I wanted to accomplish. And so every day, once I went into the, because you always go into the bathroom, get ready, right? I was seeing all those things and it was all positive. And so I think it's important. Like those positive affirmations are really, really important in aligning how you're thinking and what you're attracting to yourself.
Yes.
And I think that's that's a huge thing that I believe in.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So for your next win, because it's not just going to be a fight, you're going to win the next one.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's going to be a good feeling. And I think when you go to a fight and you lose and then you had that time and you train up and all that and then you go to another one and then you win, it's almost better than if you just won the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It is, dude.
That is actually
Trust
kind of
me.
that's completely true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels better like
I've won volleyball, hockey, basketball championships,
Let's
and
go.
it always was better when we lost, and then the whole year later
the comeback.
we came back. It's
Let's
always
go.
better. So it's
Every
not the
time.
setback, it's the comeback.
Let's go. No, yeah, that's amazing. I appreciate the encouragement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming back, boy.
I can't wait. I'm going to be in your corner. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. BB, I'm going to link all of his stuff so you guys can watch if he has any upcoming fights. And if you are inspired to train or do anything involving MMA or judo, you can definitely reach out and actually train with BB. So
Yeah.
if you want to do that, it's a possibility. He's here on island. Thank you so much for coming, BB. And thank you guys so
Thank
much
you
for
so much.
watching Lucy's Paradise podcast. Aloha.